Welcome to a meeting of the Hunterdon Central Regional High School Board of Education. Please be advised that this and all meetings of the board are open to the public and media, consistent with the Open Public Meetings Act and JSA 10:4-6, and that advance notice required therein has been provided. Meeting notice was also posted in the boardroom of the Upper School campus, sent to the Courier News, Star Ledger, Express Times, and the Hunterdon County Democrat, and sent to the clerks of Delaware Township, East Amwell Township, Flemington Borough, Raritan Township, and Reddington Township. The public will have an opportunity to be heard as shown on the agenda. May I have a roll call, please?
Mrs. Blutfeld?
Here.
Mr. Davidson?
Here.
Mrs. Duggan?
Here.
Mr. Fowler? Mrs. Hughes?
Here.
Mrs. Kellogg?
Here.
Mrs. O'Donnell? Mrs. Peterson?
Here.
And Mr. Reimer?
Can we please rise for the flag salute?
To the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, everyone. Mr. Davidson, would you like to read our mission statement tonight, please?
Surely.
Establish strong partnerships, and serve as a contributing member of society.
Thank you, Mr. Davidson. With that, we'll move into our first and only public comment. Doesn't appear that anyone is here to speak, so we will move right into operations and transportation matters. Ms. Duggan?
Okay, today we're here to talk about one item, and this is awarding the 11-12 life skills room alterations and the 9-10 locker room conversions. This is something what we weren't quite ready for the last meeting, so we're here to talk about that today. I don't know if we don't have discussion about it then, right?
I'll ask at the end before we vote.
Okay, yep. So that's basically what it is.
Okay, thank you. I have a motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Is there any discussion?
I just have one question. I just noticed it looks like different contractors were cheaper for each of the different. Is there a reason why we put them together? Like, did they bid a price assuming they're getting both jobs together? Is that?
When we did the package for the project, we bid them as one project but separate, thinking we'd get more economies of scale with the same contractor. So we asked them to bid them as separate jobs, but give us one lump number. And I split it out to kind of see what that is. So even though I think Lanny and TiVo is higher on something else, I couldn't pick and choose. It was one package.
Thank you. Any other questions or comments? Hearing none, can I have a roll call vote, please?
Mr. Davidson?
Yes.
Mrs. Kellogg?
Yes.
Mrs. Blutfeld?
Yes.
Mrs. Duggan?
Yes.
Mrs. Peterson?
Yes.
Mr. Reimer?
Yes.
And Mrs. Hughes?
Yes.
All yes, motion carries.
Thank you. With that, we will move into executive session to discuss personnel matters. No action will be taken after executive session. Can I have a motion, please, to convene into executive session?
So moved.
I have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, we'll move into executive session.